So this is Nandita's work here, and it's called a pillar of. It's called. Sorry, I should know this. It's called Pillar of Passage. It uses clay, metal, and wood. Nandita says, and I'm just reading the paragraph that she's provided as a concept. Leaving behind Mumbai's dense energy for the vast natural beauty of Australia was a deeply transformative journey. While I cherish the vibrancy and cultural richness of my birthplace, living in the west of now, Melbourne, has given me a grounding sense of belonging. This work bridges the raw vitality of urban India evoked through Wari art with the stillness of the Australian landscape. Using clay, I explore layers, textures, and forms to tell a story of migration, memory, and renewal. The totem stands as a personal monument, honoring resilience, transformation, and the creation of a new sense of home. Thank you, Nandita. My question to you is, how did you conceptualize the different elements that we see in this work in terms of the look and feel of this work as you were developing it?
So, when I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do this story, I thought it'd be a great idea to do a vertical story instead of going just on the wall. And so when I started, I wanted to show a little bit of my birth country, India, and specifically Mumbai, because that's where I was born, and that's where I studied ceramics as well. And I wanted to make sure that I would have a story going up the way and all the way to Australia when we migrated. So I started with the Mumbai skyline at the bottom, and a few people have said, oh, it looks like Melbourne. And I said, no, it's not Melbourne. But to be honest, if you look at skylines, they all almost look similar unless you have a feature there that you know that's Mumbai. And there are a few in there. So there is a Victorian terminus, which is a big railway station, which is actually done by the same architect that did Flinders Street station. Okay, so India got that station, and Melbourne got the Flinders Street. And then I wanted to also show the village life, because Mumbai, or even India for that matter, there are lots of urban cities, but then there's a whole lot of villages around. And this center, this piece here, is actually Varli painting. So Varli is, they use it in the villages, they paint it on their huts, on the exterior of their huts. And what they do is, they do tell you stories about their village or what they're doing. So if you go around a little piece, you'll find there are different stories around it. And then when we migrated, Australia was completely different to what India was. And so I'm talking about 30 years ago. So I couldn't find a connection, but the only connection I did find was the beauty in nature. That's where I really found the connection. I said, okay, India's got huge monuments and everything else, but we don't have this beautiful, vast stillness that you can see in the outback. So this is basically my story. This is the barrier reef. This is a little bit of the greenery which surrounds only on the edges of Australia, and then you have a really barren land in the middle. And then I moved on to showing just the outback and how isolated some of those villages, you can call them villages or you can call them stations, how isolated they are. So that's basically my thing that I decided to do.
Thank you. I think you hinted a little bit about it, but I also wanted to ask you the role that nature has played in kind of helping you conceptualize all of this, but also a little journey as well. I imagine they kind of complementing to each other. I'm just assuming, but you can correct.
They're fine. Also there was only 3 weeks before I had to submit this artwork. And ceramics, if anybody's done ceramics before, would know that it takes time. I've had a few hiccups along the way, and what I wanted to do was show the Indian, it's not nature as such, but there's a lot of village scenes there, but there's a lot of nature sort of, things where they go to the farms and things like that. The centerpiece here in the middle with the flowers, I wanted to show the barrier reef and how it was actually, it's now getting bleached and you can't see the colors anymore. And basically, I just wanted to draw something that was Australian. And there you have Uluru right on the top. So that's the only connection I could say with nature. But yeah, I just wanted a vertical story this time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Nandita.
Thank you.